When do you think the album will be done?
On my birthday, to March 14th.
It's going to be coming out in March?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
And the album's going to be called?
I don't know. Oh, yes, I do. Pull No More.
What is it?
Pull No More. Ain't gonna be pull no more. Don't want to be pull no more. That's not about materialism. Mm-hmm. It's about legacy, musical, the culture, everything. Probably about Obama too. Mm-hmm. You know, it's right on time though, and hopefully we're going to try to come up with some things that can help us revolutionize the process of distribution with records, because it's a mess. Mm-hmm. It's been coming a long time, and they had binary numbers in Egypt in 3500 BC. So that's not new permutation of two numbers, but that's the essence of high tech, Mm-hmm. And once they made CDs and DVDs, you handing every person a master, and they can copy as many as they want.
Right.
And so 9 billion downloads this year. It just went down $22 billion. That's scary. Mm. And a lot of the big record companies are in total denial.
Now, if there's anybody in the business who knows what it takes to succeed and knows what it takes to sell records, it's you. And you've sold an awful lot of them. So, I mean, the record industry is hurting now. And I know it's the technology, because people can spend 99 cents on a song and don't have to spend the $15 on an album anymore.
And they're complaining about that. What bothers me more than that is we could be jeopardizing our business by making enemies out of our customers, the consumers, and that's not a good idea. So there's something wrong, and we have to fix it, and we're not sure what it is. It's all came to the foreground with Sean Fanning with Napster. And Sean is a fantastic friend of mine. I'm on the board of Snow Cap. That's the name of his company. And he's got something called acoustical fingerprint now, which monitors the first 10 notes that go in. That tells you what the melody is. You can't hide from that, We used to use that system on computers out of Universal when doing television shows, writing fast, mm-hmm. to see if it's matches. But, it's only 12 notes, man. And it's to find something new to do with those after 500 years is rough,
When you listen to music today, are you pleased with what you hear?
Some of it. It's after hip hop came in, and this was made very clear to me when I took my son, 17, who was a break dancer and popular locker in Sweden when he was 14. And he's produced Ice Cube and LL Cool J and Tupac and all those guys. QD3. He makes DVDs now. Doug Angel, mm-hmm. Beef 1, 2, 3, 4, Literature President. Really hip hop stuff. We bought a lot of hip hop footage years ago, and it's God. If only everything, all of this could have a whole different presence. And this is what I want to beg our new president: please let America have a Secretary of the Arts. Our music is the most widely imitated music on the planet, and almost every country in the world has substituted their indigenous music with our music as their Esperanto. Everywhere, and I travel more than anybody on the planet. And we're the only country that does not have a Minister of Culture. And so we can call it the Secretary of the Arts. So I've heard rumors that Colin Powell may be Secretary of Education. Nobody knows yet. But we have to have it. We really do.
I nominate you.
Huh?
I nominate you.
Oh, my God. But we could organize from the best schools. We haven't summits and anything. We do that with my foundation anyway. And Roger Brown from Berkeley. And I'm working with Jay Winston at Harvard, the medical department. We've been working together for years. He also worked with Colin Powell, America's Promise, with mentorship, and all of that, minor children of conflict and so forth. And I'm just care about our babies all over the world. Because the ghetto is a ghetto every place. The favelas in Soweto, in Chicago, in Gary, in Angkor Wat, Cambodia, it's all the same. Mm-hmm. Have and have-nots.
And here in the U.S., they're trying to save music in schools.
Exactly.
Which
especially our music, And they've got to understand that jazz music is our classical music. It is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's everybody in the world knows it except the Americans, you know. They don't understand the dynamics of their own music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're a little bit, but for the most part they don't. In Russia, Germany, trust me, WDR in Cologne, Japan, Belgium, France, Switzerland, all over the world, they know everything about our music. It's astounding.
Well, you have, as you mentioned, traveled the world, and the world knows Quincy Jones, and there's obviously a love affair with everything you've done musically and in the entertainment industry. You once made a statement to me. We spoke on the phone about a year ago, and you told me you got to go to know. And those words have been ringing in my head.
That's right. Man, you do.
Yeah, and you've gone. You've been there.
You can't worry about CNN and Fox and the 8th grade newspapers, you know. You got to go to know. And feel it and smell it. And the best advice I ever had in my life was, and I tell this story all the time, of Basie adopted me when I was like about 13, musically speaking, and told me that there's hills and valleys and so forth. You got to find out what you're made out of through the valleys when the times are tough. And we were getting ready to go to take a tour with Lionel Hampton. I was playing trumpet with Lionel Hampton in 1951, 2, and 3. In 53, we were on our way to the first time I'd ever been on a plane, a prop plane from New York to Oslo, 27 hours.
Oh, my God.
27 hours. That's why it's blown my mind to see the 6 things that have changed our civilization, my lifetime. Jet plane, television, you can say fax, or satellite, or PC, you know, fiber optic, whatever, and cell phones. That's all the same stuff, you know. But they've changed the communication. But you have changed the civilization a lot too. Western America's changed it a lot. And when people talk about the words, I know the famous words from Kennedy's and the Reagans and so forth. God bless them. But to me, communications took that wall down. And as the perestroika and glasnost in Russia, I'm very close to Mikhail Gorbachev, and he's helping me put together the pieces. And even back in '87 with his wife Raisa, to put a film on Alexander Pushkin, who was a real hero of mine. You know, he was half Ethiopian, and you know, it's a great feeling to feel at home every place on the planet. It's a great feeling. You're not trying to drag your culture in and impose that on somebody else's culture. You can walk into in Iran. We were in Abadan and Tehran in 1956 with Dizzy Gillespie on a goodwill tour that the Colin Powell sent us out on for America. And you get a chance to see what the hell's going on. And I see somebody from Iran today. I asked him, I said, let me hear you do the Beshkom. How do you know the Beshkom? That's the thing they do with the fingers, you know, loud fingers and everything. And they're shocked that you understand that part of the culture, because you want to get hurt. You call an Iranian Arabic. I am not Arabic, I am Persian, and I speak Farsi, you know. And, you know, but when I was 13, I read Omar Khayyam and Khalil Gibran, you know, about the Bahia faith that just started up and all that. So, you know, everyone has a religious factor, food factor, and Ben Webster said, young blood, everywhere you go in the world, eat the food that people eat, listen to music they listen to, and learn 30 or 40 words in every language. And I literally did, you know, after all of them, you say, somebody around, you know how to do the Beshkom, they're shocked that you know that, and after they do it, you say, Heli Mamnu. You know, and it opens, you know, you reach out for each other's souls. I think the world, ironically, the metaphor of the economy now, I think, is God's wake up call, saying we're all one, guys. You know, you can't do it all alone. Whatever happens to any of us happens to all of us. So we ought to start trying loving each other a little bit, and having a little bit more togetherness, you know, than that separate finger pointing and all that nonsense, because it's uncivilized. It really is.